We're going to change up the set a little bit today. Hello guys, it is your boy Snossig back at it again with another review, and today we're taking a look at the Osprey Duro 6. So, the Osprey Duro 6 is a trail running vest. It's just a vest for going light and fast in the mountains. Pretty simple. So we're going to go over its features and talk about what I like, some cons that I may have with it. So number one, it's made by Osprey, and I'm a big Osprey fan. I really like their lifetime warranty, and I like the fact that they stand behind their products. And I think they've done a really good job with this. So that's why I decided to end up purchasing this guy. So I think we'll walk from sort of the front of the vest to the back. You know what? I'm just going to throw it on so you can see here what we've got going. So, on the front here, first we have your two chest straps. They have a nice little buckle here. Clips in just like that. These straps are both elastic and very adjustable. Pretty easy to adjust. Just pull on the tabs. These guys can be snapped on and off quite easily. To snap off, you just pull on the tab, and you kind of slide them back on to clip it. It can be a bit finicky clipping them back on if you are running while doing that, while trying to clip them. That can be a bit challenging, so that is a little bit of a con, I would say, is that sometimes clipping these and matching them up to the right height and things can be a little finicky, and this may not be the best method of connecting. I've seen other methods with smaller strings and other different things that I think might be a little more effective than this, but it does totally work. Another con is right here, there's this phone pocket, which is very handy because it's a zippered pocket. You can keep your phone right here, easy to get like your camera out or check the map or, do whatever. Very handy, right? Well, the problem is when you open it like this, oftentimes this little guy right here will go bloop, right like that. And when you go to zip it up, it gets your zipper caught, and then you're running along and trying to undo it, trying to get this guy out, zip it back up. Okay, now we're good to go. That can be a bit annoying, so I kind of wish they maybe put that over here or something. That is just the way it is, so that's a little finicky. But otherwise, I think this attachment system here in the front works pretty well. You'll also notice there's a little magnetic piece here. This is a removable piece, but this also works with the Osprey 1.5 liter hydration bladder that comes with this, and that is a hydration bladder carried in the back, but on that there's a little magnetic piece where you can attach that to the hose and then clip the hose right here to have the mouthpiece accessible while you're running, which I sometimes do, but often I won't clip it right here because the hose is a bit long and it can bounce, and it's just a little finicky to have it here. I'll usually tuck it into a back pocket right in here, and I think we're just running it over the arm in here and then reaching, pulling out, putting it back. I think that works pretty well for me. But moving on, the front here we also have these big pockets. We got these pockets right along here that are a little bit wider. I use these often to store handkerchief, gloves, gels, all that sort of stuff. And they are, of course, a nice little stretchy mesh, and they work well. They can store lots of gels, you can get a pair of gloves in these, handkerchief, just small stuff right in there. Then you have two bigger pockets right here. These are designed for half-liter or 500 milliliter hydration flasks, soft flasks, which I use. I only have one, but I'll put it in one of these. And then inside these, they have these little orange pull tabs, which you can use to attach over the hydration bladder's nozzle. I'll get one to demonstrate here. That is one fun thing about hydration flasks, is the fact that you can kind of inflate them. And then you can take this orange tab here, and you just slide it right over there, and boom. This thing is secured, not going to be bouncing around. I find it works really well. Haven't really had a problem with it. I think it's a pretty good method of attaching a hydration bladder. I sometimes wish this was a little not quite as tight, because if you fill up the bladder really full, when you're trying to put this little orange holding tab on it, I really like the fact that they have these holding tabs. Otherwise, these things would bounce all over the place and be like falling out, and it would not be good. But some of these can be a bit tight, and since the nozzle here is one you sort of bite down on in order to get liquid out, and it's kind of pressurized, what happens is when you're taking this out, it'll squeeze the nozzle, so sometimes water will just start squirting out, which just isn't a good look. You can sort of see where I'm going with that. Anyway, also there is an emergency whistle in here that you can use. It's kind of garbage, like most emergency whistles, but you know, it's the thought that counts. So that's the front here, not bad. Let's take a look at the back piece now. Take a look at the inside also. It's this nice mesh material. It's comfy. Have not had any chafing issues, whatever. Handles sweat well. Not itchy. Yeah, I think it's a solid, nice material that they used on the inside here. So taking a look around here, you have your 3 main compartments. Your back compartment, this is where most of the 6-liter volume comes from. It's got a single zipper that goes across the top, and it's got the most space. So this is where you're probably going to be storing like your jacket, maybe a hat, some more extra gloves, your sunglasses maybe, I don't know. Like this is just where you're going to store most of your stuff. But when you're done with that, you can zip it up, get it out of the way. Next you have a little bit of sort of a key pocket, I guess. Sometimes I'll keep like some of the 10 essentials in here. And it's got these 2 little stretchy mesh compartments here that you can, I don't really know what you'd put in these actually, to be honest, but you can put stuff in them. And then it's got a little, this guy is handy, it's got a little key fob, so you can attach like your car keys or whatever to that, so you're not losing those, which is actually a useful feature. That's just a small little pocket right in the middle there, so, you know, headphones, your sunglasses, phone, car keys, all that good stuff. And you can zip that over, and then in the back here, you have a hydration reservoir sleeve. Now this bag does come with a hydration reservoir. It's their Osprey 1.5 liter bladder. Back container here, it's got a little clip, so you can attach that all nice in there, and it keeps it up against your back, so that's going to reduce sloshing as you're running along, which is handy. And of course that can be zip shut as well. No problems with the back design there. I like the pockets, I like the layout, I think it works pretty well. Yeah, not a problem. And then finally around the back here you have this mesh compartment thing, which looks like it adds a fair bit of storage space, but really when it's cinched down and stuff, there's not a whole lot of stuff you're actually going to be fitting in this back mesh thing. But you can extend these guys out, and this guy clips right over the top there. And I find that sometimes I can throw like a pair of rain pants or something in here, or like a shell jacket or whatever, to keep it easily accessible so I can take it out, or if it just won't fit. But for the most part, this stretch material on the back here is not as stretchy as you might think. It looks stretchy, but it isn't very stretchy. And so you're not going to actually be fitting a whole lot back here, despite what you may think. But I do like that they included this back compartment. It makes it just a little bit more versatile than if they had not, so that is useful. It's got these guys. These clips are nice, they're pretty easy to use. The one con though is that if you do have this back part clipped, which I do while I'm running or whatever, it really gets in the way of like opening zippers and things, because you're going to have zippers getting caught on these, and it's in the way. So sometimes you got to undo one of these or both of these to unzip the main compartment to get stuff out, and that can be a bit of a pain. So I wish there was some sort of simpler way. It's nice to have this back thing, but like it can definitely get in the way sometimes, which can be a bit annoying. But it does work, and for most of what I'm doing, it's not a huge issue. Finally, you have these side pockets, which are also stretchy. And what I will often do is I'll often run the hydration bladder in here and just keep the nozzle in here, because I find it works better than like keeping it magnetically attached to the front. But you can also put gloves in here, a hat. I think these are meant to stow like the bottoms of trekking poles or whatever. If you're attaching those along here, you also have these trekking pole attachment points along the top here, and a little hook there. For this is just for like hanging the bag up or whatever. But you can attach your like running poles or whatever along there. But these side pockets are actually quite handy. I am glad that they included those. So that is my review of this Osprey Duro 6 running vest. if you're looking to get into trail running, ultra running, any sort of like long distance running, there comes a time when having a vest like this becomes really useful and becomes very essential. And I have enjoyed my time with this Osprey pack. Is it the perfect running pack? I don't think so. I think there are definitely things that can be improved about this pack's design, but it is sort of the main running offering from Osprey, and as a big fan of Osprey as a company, I thought I would end up going with this bag, and I haven't really been disappointed. I think it's a solid bag, and one you should definitely consider if you're looking into getting a running vest. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.